Hello students, I Ruchi Goswami welcome you again to another session of your favorite subject. In our previous session we were talking about skeletal system and now it's time to discuss muscular system. Let's move. Students, as we know that skeletal system gives our bodies shape and support. Now muscular system consists of many muscles and tissues that cover the bones. They are all attached with the special tissues that are called tendons. Both muscles and bones work together to make our body move. There are three types of muscles in our body: cardiac muscles, and skeletal muscles, and also smooth muscles. Skeletal muscles help us in movement. They are the only muscles that we can directly control. For example, muscles in our legs and hands are the skeletal muscles. They help us in the movement and also we can control how we will move our hand and legs. Muscles in the heart are examples of cardiac muscles. We do not have any control over these muscles. They work automatically. What are the smooth muscles? Smooth muscles are the muscles that is involved in our digestive system. We do not have any control over them and also they work automatically. We have learned about the muscular system. Now we will learn about the central nervous system. It is the system that controls our body and actions. The central nervous system consists of the brain, the spinal cord, and also the nerves. So let's move to the details. The brain is the very important organ. It is the central part of nervous system and also it stores many informations. It helps us control our body movement. It consists of three parts: medulla, cerebrum and cerebellum. The brain. 3 pounds of jelly that control our thinking, feeling, movement, breathing, digestion, circulation and more. It's made up of three major parts that are highly interconnected and dependent on each other. Each part has its own primary set of functions. Now let's discuss each part in detail. The cerebrum. The cerebrum takes up 80% of your brain and sits up front and center. It's made up of four major lobes and is divided into two halves, the right and left hemisphere. The main function of the cerebrum include interpreting sensations such as vision, hearing, touch and smell, controlling our feelings and emotions, thinking, problem solving and adapting our behaviors, learning and remembering, understanding and using language to communicate, perceiving the space around us, and also body movement. Cerebellum. Tucked away under the cerebrum at the back of your head is cerebellum. It accounts for about 11% of your brain and is packed with nerves and neurons. Brain cells with the interconnecting branches that pass along nerve signals. The functions of the cerebellum include learning, coordinating movement and balance, fine tuning thoughts, emotion, touch, and other senses. The cerebellum helps automate movements so you can do things like type quickly and accurately or learn dance moves, etc. The brainstem. The brainstem runs from under the cerebrum to the spinal cord. It controls all the body's automatic functions except for the nerve that controls smell. The brainstem connects to 11 other cranial nerves in the head. The functions of the brainstem, the oldest part of the brain, are essential to maintaining life. It controls breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, and also maintains body temperature. Students, we have learnt about three parts of the brain. Now we will move to the spinal cord, how it works and what is the importance of spinal cord in our body. Children, if you like to read in bed, then you probably have a lamp on your nightstand. That lamp runs on electricity. When you turn the lamp on, electricity runs from the outlet to your lamp through a power cord. If you were to look inside that cord, you would see wires that carry the electric current. Did you know that your body has a power cord that runs all day long and never has to be plugged in? It is your spinal cord. And instead of wires, it contains nerves that travel to the end and from your brain. Those nerves carry information by way of electric signals or impulses. Your brain and spinal cord work together to make sure everything runs smoothly in your body. Together, they make up your central nervous system. Students, as I told you that nervous system consists of three main parts that are spinal cord, brain and also nerves. We have talked about two things that are spinal cord and brain. Now we will move to the third topic that is nerves. Let's see how it works. Nerves. A network of nerves runs throughout our body. The messages travel from nerve cells all over the body. They travel along nerve fibers to nerve cells in the brain. Sensory nerves pass through the spinal cord and carry messages to the brain. Sensory nerves collect the information and send it to the brain along with the network. Motor nerves carry messages back from the brain. Motor nerves take the brain's order back along another network like cars traveling along their own side of highway. Students, now let me tell you something about sense organs. We have five sense organs in our body. These are eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. Now let's see what are their works and how they're important to us. Children, a brain collects all the information, sorts it out, thinks, remember, creates, compares, solve problems and coordinate actions all at the same time even when we are asleep. The brain senses some organs and these organs help us to see, hear, taste, smell and touch. These organs are skin, eyes, ears, nose and tongue. When we talk about the skin, there are tiny nerves ending in our skin. These nerves ending help us to feel things. The skin contains more than 4 million sensory receptors, mostly present in the fingers, tongue, and lips. The next sense organ is eyes. Eyes help us in seeing the various objects around us. Since eyes are very important organ, our body has several features to protect them. The eyebrows prevent sweat from running into the eyes. The eyelashes protect the eyes from dirt and strong light. The eyelids protect the eyes from injury. Students, next sense organ is ears. Ears help us in hearing. Every sound we hear is the result of sound waves entering our ears and causing our eardrums to vibrate. They also help us to keep our balance. Then comes the nose. Nose help us to smell a variety of objects from flowers and perfumes to rotten eggs. According to experts, one can distinguish between more than 10,000 different smells. Another sense organ is tongue. The tongue contains small group of sensory cells called taste buds that react to chemicals in the food. Taste buds react to sweet, sour, salty and bitter. Different regions of the tongue help us in tasting different kind of substances or foods. We have learnt about all three systems of our body: skeletal system, nervous system and also muscular system. Now let's end this session with the conclusion. See what we have learnt in this session. In our muscular system, we have three types of muscles: skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles and also smooth muscles. Our nervous system consists of the brain, spinal cord and medulla. We have 5 sense organs in our body. That's all for this session. Thank you and keep learning.